Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So today we're going to talk about predictions for the upcoming Warhammer preview, the Codex Show. Now we know that it's going to be featuring the new Space Marine Codex, the new Necron Codex. In this video I want to go over some predictions what I think is going to be shown new models wise, because it does say in the little blurb of text that we got with this set reminder for this Saturday to catch your first solid look at the new Space Marine and Necron books, find out what's coming next. So I think that's in reference to what's coming next after the Space Marine and Necron books, and witness a few more miniature reveals for good measure. Now I think that's got to apply to the Space Marines and also to other races. So let's jump in and let's go down this bloody rabbit hole. Now we will be talking about Codex predictions to the end of the video, but firstly I just want to start with the model predictions, and I think it's only right to start with the Space Marine stuff, since Space Marines we know it's a shoo-in that they're going to get previews of new models. Now one of the previews I expect to see this Saturday is the one you see in the background now, and that is the Gravis Captain. Now a lot of people have been sending me questions about this. Hey Valrak, is this going to replace the Dark Imperium Gravis Captain? What's the deal with this new chap? Now the image that we have in the background is the Gravis Captain with a heavy bolt rifle, if I'm not mistaken. Now I don't know if this is going to be a multi-part kit. I would expect it to be a multi-part kit, because the only other kit that we had was from the Dark Imperium set, and also the Conquest magazine, where it was just a Boltstorm Gauntlet and a Power Sword. Now the image you see in the background, that this guy has got that heavy bolt rifle, he's also got a Power Sword attached to him, but there's no Boltstorm Gauntlet there. So will they include like a different variation you can build this guy in, where you can build him with the Boltstorm Gauntlet and you can build him, you know, with the Power Sword in his hand, or just keep the Power Sword on him? I literally have no idea. I think it would be the most logical route to do, because we have rules for the Boltstorm Gauntlet Gravis Captain and the Power Sword out there now, but people can't get all of him because you can't get the Dark Imperium set anymore. So logically, yes, I would expect a multi-part kit, but anything is really up in the air when it comes to GW. I can't really think of multi-part kits that they've done before when it comes to Primaris, to be fair. I think that is one of the problems with the Primaris kits, is that they're not very customizable. To actually customize them yourself, you actually have to buy different kits and then put all that stuff on. For example, like Intercessor Marines and stuff like that, you know, they're very generic in their box. So if you want like Blood Angel ones or Dark Angel ones, then you have to buy the upgrade kits. They don't actually have Intercessor Dark Angel fancy kits with like all like feathery helmets and all that kind of funky stuff. And moving on to the next Gravis unit is, of course, the Heavy Intercessors. We've had a lot of talk about these chaps, mostly of like, what are they going to do? What are they going to shoot? Is it going to be like Heavy 2? Is it going to be, you know, Toughness 5 when it comes to it? Are they going to have 2 wounds? Are they going to have 3 wounds like Gravis armor? We completely have no idea. All we know is that they're called Heavy Intercessors, and they're going to have more heavy armor than the Intercessors that we actually have. So if they do show the Heavy Intercessors off, I think for me this is probably going to be one of the most interesting things they can show off for Space Marines, because I'm really fascinated how they're going to balance this on tabletop and how they're actually going to work on the tabletop as well. Are they only going to have bolters as their weapons, or are we actually going to see different variants of, like, you know, firing weapons with these chaps? Is this where we'll maybe see like grav weapons and, you know, that coming into the Primaris range? It's going to be interesting, so I am excited to see where they go with this unit. And on the topic of Intercessors, let's talk about Veteran Intercessors, because that was a unit that was mentioned as well. So we have Intercessors, Heavy Intercessors, and Veteran Intercessors. A Veteran Intercessor is going to be like a brand new unit. Are they going to get like a box set like the Stern Guard got for the Firstborn Marines, or is it just going to be like a fancy title and they're just going to have like, maybe, I don't know, better range when it comes to their weapons, better abilities when it comes to their unit, maybe even, again, more wounds? I don't think they'll have any type of toughness added to them and stuff like that. I think they're just going to be Intercessors with more effectiveness on the battlefield. So again, it's going to be interesting to see where they go with that. When it comes to new models with Veteran Intercessors, I'm not too sure really. I want to say yes, but I don't think we will, because I think we would have seen something at the moment in time. I think it's more or less going to be rules-based and abilities-based rather than new models-based. I'm not saying that I wouldn't want them. I would love to have like a Stern Guard kind of esque type of unit when it comes to Primaris Marines, really make them look awesome, awesome, like golden, well, I say golden, like embroidered shoulder pads and, better looking, so they actually look like veterans. Yeah, I would completely take that any day of the week, but I personally don't expect it. So, yeah, if you want to surprise me, GW, please surprise me. And finally, my prediction for the Space Marines is, of course, the elusive Storm Speeder. This is like one of those rare animals that are like nearly going extinct on the planet, and to like witness one is like one of the most rarest, most magical encounters that you'll ever do in your life. We know the Storm Speeder exists. We've seen it named in the actual Codex books when people like CSI'd it. We've seen the blur image that's in the background now. The bikes were in the background of that. People thought this was all fake. It wasn't real. The tank at the bottom left came out as a new Gladiator tanks, but we just haven't seen the thing that is the main focus of the image, which is the bloody Storm Speeder. Come on now, GW. If you've got to show anything off, if you've got to preview anything, please give me this goddamn speeder. I need it more than anything. I need to prove all the people wrong who keep saying, no, Valrak, it is false. You are false. Everything is heresy. I need to prove them wrong. So come on, show the bloody Storm Speeder this stream. And moving on to the Necrons. Do I expect any new stuff to be shown off for the Necrons? The only thing I can think of at the top of my head, and I would love you chaps to add to this if you can think of anything, is flayed ones. We heard a couple of rumours of flayed ones a couple of months back now, even before the Necron Codex actually dropped. So if there's anything to come prediction wise, it may be that. We've more or less seen everything else. Remember when that blur image of like the Silent King got leaked, and the so-called Shard of the Void Dragon? Then they put out like the professional picture of it and everything like that. I think that really shown off everything that was coming with the Necrons. So I don't really expect anything really to come with them except the flayed ones. That's really the only thing that jumps into to my head. Of course, we've got to see the Codex, and we're going to get some more insight into the Codex. Hopefully we'll see some stratagems, new rules for the units, some fancy maybe new abilities, everything like that to go with it. But when it comes to new models, yeah, there's just nothing that's popping into my brain at this moment in time. Now, predictions when it comes to models that are not Necron or Space Marine. We can go really deep down this hole now. So when we had that trailer of the last big preview, which shown off, the Sister of Battle, the so-called new Lilith model for the Dark Eldar, a lot of people were saying, the new Admech Skitarii, someone was saying as well, like a Skitarii Lord, I think it was people were talking about. Sorry, I'm not really up to my lore when it comes to the Skitarii. I don't know what like they call like their captains or like their squad leaders. But there's also the Death Guard chap as well in that trailer. So I actually think we'll probably see some of them. Also the Orc as well. I can't believe I forgot about the Orc. The Orc is the main talking point because I think that Orcs are going to get a lot of love. There's been talk. Well, I say talk. There's been a lot of talk from me to like my members when I stream and like the people who come to the stream that I would absolutely love new boys. I know there's a little bit mixed feeling on that because people like this. I have so many boys. Why would they unleash new boys? I think from a visual standpoint, bringing them up to date would be fantastic. From a rule standpoint, if they did do new boys, then I think they'll have to create something to make you want to go out and buy him, because the majority of Orc players will probably say, I don't care about that. I have like 100+ boys and I'm not buying new boys just to, go to look fancy. So maybe they'll get new rules, or maybe it's not even like new boys. Maybe it's, I don't know, like a new boss or something, just more HQ choices when it comes to the Orcs, updated HQ choices maybe to add to the line. And as we mentioned the Death Guard before, maybe this is going to be like a new HQ for the Death Guard, maybe like a Demon Prince or something. I know like there was wings on it. He also has like a weapon attached to him. It's definitely Death Guard. It is no matter of like choice. This is going to be something to do with the Death Guard. You can see the green on him. You can see the bloody Nurgle markings on him and stuff like that. So there's definitely a HQ coming for Death Guard as well. Will it be shown off more on this stream? I hope so. I actually really do hope, and I really do mean this, is that there's more other races shown off apart from the Space Marines, because I know there's a lot of talk about the moment like it's just constantly Space Marines, and I can completely agree from a Space Marine standpoint, from a Space Marine fanboy standpoint more than anything. I'm siding with people like show more races, get the hype around the Chaos factions, the Xenos factions, start showing all these like awesome new models you can put out towards for those armies. And on that note as well, I'm hoping that they announce maybe like the next 2 or 3 codexes that are going to be coming out. Now, just quickly to go back to Space Marines, I know this is kind of ironic. We do know that when it comes to the Space Marine Codex, everything's going to be in the Space Marine Codex, but there is going to be supplements when it comes to the Dark Angels, the Blood Angels, the Space Wolves, I think Death Watch. I'm not too sure about Grey Knights. So I wonder if like they're going to be an announcement like, okay, the Space Marine Codex, and they're going to have the supplements for in a couple of months. For me personally, fingers crossed, I'm hoping that it's going to be a couple of Xenos books. I would absolutely love the next 2 books from my standpoint to be Orcs and Eldar. I think Eldar massively need a range refresh when it comes to their models. If you just go and look at some of the Phoenix Lords and stuff like that, they are so old now. Like, they just don't stand out. I've heard whispers of a new avatar of Cain, but again, those are just whispers, so that's why I'm not making a video dedicated to it. It's just the dark gods trying to put darkness into my ears. I will defend it. I will fortify it. So maybe that's on the table. When it comes to the Orcs, I just love Orcs. So, you know, if they can get a new codex, you know, a bunch of new models, as we mentioned before, maybe some new HQs, new boys, some more elite units, I'm completely all for it. But then that goes for everything like, you know, Gene Stealer cults. I know they've just had like a massive update when it comes to their armor. But Tyranids, you know, look at the Tyranid armor. I know a lot of people are always going about Tyranids. We need the updates. There's just so much they can do now. Dark Eldar. There's like, this is the opportunity now, I feel, like this edition, where they can start giving the love to these armies and start really folding them out like they did with the Necron force, and really start putting the passion and love into it and giving like these range refreshes and just put them out there so everyone has these fancy, awesome new armies they can game and purge with. Alright, Chaperoonios, that's enough waffling for me. Make sure you come and join my stream on the Saturday. Of course, it's going to be a watch along. I'm going to be dressing up as Rebooted Gilliman, which makes absolutely complete sense since this is the Codex show. This wasn't planned at all. This was just one of like the goals we met for getting a number of members. People said, right, dress up as Rebooted, and it happened to fall on a show called the Codex Show. So it all makes sense. It all is planned. Zinch is completely loving this. The day before Friday, we'll be doing the hype stream where we all jump on as we normally do and just start going down the rabbit hole together. Just predictions, just live, and just having a laugh and all the fun that we do in those streams. Right, enough waffling for me. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. Leave your thoughts, feedback, predictions down below in the comment section, and we can have a nice little talk about it down there. See you now. Have a great day, and bye-bye.